welcome to Family Bible Time this week. We will be going through the story of God's call to Abram, but the quiz this week is on the story we did last time, which was 2 weeks ago, not the Tower of Babel, Noah and the flood. So let's get started.
What was the name of Adam and Eve's third son? Seth. Who was asked to build the ark? Noah. What were the names of Noah's 3 sons? Shem, Ham, and Japheth. How many days and nights did it rain for? $40. What 2 birds were sent out by Noah? Dove and raven.
It is now time for our story. And this week it's in Genesis 12, 1-4. So I'm going to read it out of the Bible because it's so short this time. And I'll be reading it from the International Children's Bible. So, it says, "Then the Lord said to Abram, 'Leave your country, your relatives, and your father's family. Go to the land I will show you. I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you. I will place a curse on those who harm you. And all the people on the earth shall be blessed through you.' So Abram left Haran as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. At this time, Abram was 75 years old." That's our story for this week. So God here in this passage is talking to Abram about leaving his family, leaving those he knows, leaving everything behind to go. That's what God's calling Abraham to do. Now, if Abraham does this, God promises him multiple things. Particularly, there were 3 key things he promised him. The first one is, I will make you a great nation and I will bless you. Now, this is saying to Abraham that through him and through his family, there will be an amazing country that will exist, and they will be blessed, and that him and his family will be blessed. Now, we can see that this is true because Abraham's family becomes known as the country of Israel, the nation of Israel. He says, I will make you famous, and he says, I will make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. Now, I would say that Abraham, or later becomes Abraham, is pretty famous. Lots of people learn about him, whether it's in school, in church, people learn about him in synagogues where Jewish people celebrate, people learn about him in mosques where Muslims go in and celebrate. And so Abraham has become quite a famous person, in my opinion. And he is very much going to be a blessing to others, because through the nation of Israel, as God says later, he says, and all the people on the earth shall be blessed through you. At the end of verse 3. Here he's saying that there's someone coming through your family that will be a blessing to all people on the earth. And that person is Jesus. That's who God is referring to here. Now, I forgot to mention the first promise. Go to the land I will show you. That's the command, but it's also kind of a promise, because he's promising that he will be able to go and see a land, and he will claim that land. That's what God is implying here, that Abraham will be able to take this land. So what can we learn from this? Well, firstly, that God calls people. He calls people to do things and trust him and follow him. So Abraham's call is a call of obedience to God, to follow and trust him. So even we can be called by God. Now, the other thing we can learn is that when God calls people, there tends to be God saying, look, I'm asking you to do something, and I promise that something good will come of it. And I promise things will come of it. So what we can learn is when God calls us and tells us to do something, if we do it, something good will happen. It might not happen directly to us. It might happen to other people. But the ultimate thing is, everything God tells us to do will have an outcome of something good happening. But we are to do it because we love God and we trust God. So my challenge for you this week and for myself is to think about, what is God calling you to do? And what good might come from you obeying and trusting God? That's the challenge for this week.
I wonder how you would have reacted to God asking you to leave home. I wonder which promise you liked the most. I wonder which promise you liked the least. I wonder what promises God has for you.
So the prayer activity this week, I really want us to think about that challenge of what is God calling us to do and what good might come from it. So I want us to spend some time chatting with God about the things you enjoy, about your hobbies, your interests, your likes, your dislikes, and just talk to God about that and just mention them to Him. Then I want you to spend some time catching what God is calling you to do. Thank you very much for joining me for Family Bible Time this week. I pray and hope that you'll take the challenge of what is God calling you to do and what good could come from that calling and obeying and trusting God. I really hope that you think about that challenge and think of what that could be. So thank you for joining me this week. Goodbye.